Hello everybody, welcome back to the Surge tutorial part 2. In this one we're going to spawn our greater surges, and we're going to get straight into it because there's quite a bit of information that we need to cover on this one as well. I'm just going to head upstairs quickly. I want to explain to you guys what the altars are and which ones spawn which thralls. So if you get up here, you open this thing. Right, you'll see the first one in the row is the center altar. What the center gives you is the Jebel Sarg fighters, or the Jebel Sarg religion based thralls. So you'll get fighters, you'll get the priests, you'll get anything that has to do with sort of the center from the exiled lands. Right, and then we have the altar of the east, and the east one is Lemurian, so the fish people, the fishermen, you know, those kinds of armor, the armor with the little skirts. And then our northern one is the Cimmerians, or the Azir for the elite. The elite ones are more like your Azir fighters, as they are called, and then they're also mixed in between your Cimmerians, level 2 fighters and level 3 fighters. And then the northeast is the Aquilonian. They're pretty decent, they look really cool. And they also have the rusted Godbreaker armor on for the elite ones. I haven't found them drop any yet, but they do wear the rusted Godbreaker armor. Alright, and then for the south we have the Darfari. That's your Yogg based religion, so you'll get your Yogg priests here. On the east one you'll get the northeast Aquilonial, you'll get Metra, and then on the north you'll get Ymir, and then obviously for the Darfari you'll get Yogg. And then for your west you will be getting sort of relic hunter slash set city kind of thralls. They're mixed in between there. You also get your set priests there, and that's the set religion based altar. So for the first one that you spawn your greater surge with, I would recommend that you go for the center one, and I'll show you in a minute why I say that. It's going to be just craft this real quick. So I'm going to grab the center, craft that. Right, and then just pop these in. I've boosted the crafting rate just to make it a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'm gonna flip the switch, and then we're gonna spawn our first greater surge. Now if you leave it to go, you're gonna see it turns red as these things charge up, but I'm not gonna wait for that, just for purposes of the video. I'm gonna head out here. There's our lightning, and there's our greater surge. So the one we chose is the center. The center one is it's still going to give you named. It's still going to give you named fighters. It's still going to give you named crafters. It's still going to give you named, you know, you never have a guarantee of what you're going to get, but it's still going to give you named, but it is the easiest one to do. So this is the one I would recommend you to start with, as you can get a lot better fighters in this one that you can use to do the more difficult ones. Alright, so here we go, it's begun. So you'll see the ones that you can tame, they have dragonbone weapons and reptilian armor. Okay, and what's nice about this is the elite fighters, the ones that you cannot tame, that are much stronger, they fight with fists. So I just want to check that this guy's not killing anybody that we want. What do we have there? There's a level 3 fighter. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about him. Okay, so yeah, these guys fight with fists, so I'm going to let them hit me. You'll see they don't do so much damage, and that's what you want, because that makes it a little bit easier for you to do a greater surge and to get better fighters and better crafters. So I'm just going to put this guy on attack and nothing, because he's killing everything, but he can kill that one for now. So let me show you how strong these guys are. They do have quite a bit of health. but they don't hit hard. They don't wield weapons. They fight with fists. There's one out already. So I mean, if they gang you, it's gonna hurt a little bit. You're gonna have to constantly heal, but they're not that hard to kill. I don't even have my helmet on at the moment. Let's get that on. Here we go. So this is a very easy greater surge. Now these guys can drop recipes, they can drop reapers, and they can also drop these things, executioner blades, and they drop the executioner axe. I haven't seen the hood here, but I have seen these, and they also drop dragonbone weapons. So let me just see if one of these maybe, oh yes, and also rock noses and your shade, which is kind of sort of lore friendly because this is the Jebel Sarg religion. So there's a dragonbone, a two-handed sword right there. So you can get your dragonbone weapons from these guys, and hardened leather, and sometimes dragon powder. But yeah, it's definitely worth looting these guys and bring a lot of health potions. That's a nice thing about the surges, is you can prep beforehand. Prep your health potions, prep all your things. Let's see what we got here. So I didn't put any Aldarium in the center this time beforehand because it's still glitchy. So I'm only going to put it in if I spot thralls that we want to tame. And then we'll just do the switch and knock them out so they don't get killed in the crossfire. There we go. Let's get these guys. The thrall help me out here. So as you can see, this is an easy one. It's what is going on here? Dudes, come on. Okay, I'm just gonna hit you out of that thing. There we go. Don't hide away from us, please. Okay. And these two. So I'm going through them real quick. I'll show my stats just now. I did max out as much as I could max out, but obviously we are only running exceptional gear at the moment, which is what most people would be in if they are doing this surge for the first time. So I'm exceptional Pictish, and then I've got the Ajah's Bane, which is pretty easy to get. If you watch the video on where to spend your keys and Blackblood tools, you'll see exactly where you can get that. And then this is what I'm on. So I've used potions to get me here, and then I've also used a war paint for strength, just to max my damage out, because these guys don't have a lot of health. Oh, sorry, I meant to say these guys do have a lot of health, so you want to go through the health real quick to get rid of them. The faster you go through these things, the better, because you want to finish your surge before the storm starts. Because if the storm starts and you haven't finished your surge, it despawns. So that's very important to remember, is that you got to make sure that you start your surge immediately after the storm, so you have a maximum amount of time. And also, any thralls that you've knocked out, if you leave them too long when the storm starts, they vanish. I haven't seen if they die or what happens to them, but I do know they are not there anymore when you get back. So let's see, what do we have here? Archer, Bear level 3. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, that's one of those. Then we have a level 2 Tanner there. So none of these guys are named, so I'm not going to keep them. Hey, sorry, quite hard. You see, they all have Dragonbone weapons, so Dragonbone weapons do hurt quite a bit. Hey. I need to get a potion down my throat quickly before I get caught. Go. That bear had quite a bit of health. Just didn't want to die. Okay. So So it's not hard. I mean, it's not particularly difficult. I find this one quite easy. So there's our first recipe, Specialist Cooking 8. And you can loot these. And the reason I'm not looting these right now is because it's going to weigh me down really fast. So I'm only looting the most important things so I can show you guys the most important loot that you can go after in these kinds of waves. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we have another crafter here. Is there another crafter? Yeah, there's a level 3 tanner. I think I'm going to grab the tanner. And then what else have we got here? Dancer. And a level 1 fighter. So what I'm going to do is get around here, get rid of about 2, get out of there before I die. Flip the switch. And there we go. Alright guys, I'm knocked out. The only reason I'm doing this now is because this seems to glitch out. So if you flip the switch once and then all of your Eldarium can disappear, and then it disappears and is unusable until the whole purge, the whole surge is gone, it's over, and only after that does it reappear again, and then you can take it out. But don't open it up, because if you open it up it also just vanishes again. It's slightly glitchy, but if you put it in during, it does work. So let's see what we got here. So there's a named fighter. So these are the guys we're going after. This warrior of General Sarg. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna drop some Eldarium into this side, and then get out of there and flip the switch. There we go. So now I just need to kill this guy. Get rid of him. Right. So don't forget about your health. Because if you forget about your health, you are going to get caught. But keep an eye on it. It's not that intense though. I keep checking these guys because in some of the other greater surges I found weapon recipes. I found the frostsmithing recipe from the northern one, so I don't know if they can drop like the dragon bone or something, some weapon recipes. I'm sure they could, so just keep an eye out for recipes from these guys. Make sure you keep checking them. There's a spider egg there. These guys can all go. Just don't want to be fighting here because I'm going to kill our thralls. As you can see, they already have done damage to that land over there. These guys. Archer 3. But these guys are worth taming. Even the level 3 archers are worth taming. They got quite a lot more health than the ones you get in the wild surges, and they do a lot more damage. So you can definitely tame those if you'd like. And here we have level 3 blacksmith. Okay, so we have quite a few here. I'm just gonna flip the switch, see how many I can knock out. Not enough Eldarium. Get away from that. There we go. So let me get these guys off the platform so we can kill them. Whatever. There we go. Archer just vanished. Okay, your turn, Thrall. Punching bag, kill him. There we go. So this is that level 3 fighter we got in the other one. He leveled up pretty good. He's got decent health and he's got decent strength, not too great, but he's a good fighter. He's doing his job. All he's got to do basically is be a distraction and then help me kill as soon as I need to kill some of them. There's another spider egg there. You gotta watch out on these guys specifically because they drop the rock noses and the spider eggs and the reapers. So they actually drop 3 different kinds of animals that you can tame in your animal pen. Or raise. I think it's more like you're raising them in your animal pen. Let's see what else we got. 2 there, 1 armor. Okay, these guys can all go. Everybody. Stand this side so we'll kill the other trolls.
Set will glory in your death.
No. Out of stamina. Noob mistake. Sorry. These bears have got a lot of health. Jeepers. I sometimes find them harder to kill than these big fighters. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's some armor. Let's see. There's an archpriest. I think I might need to knock these guys out. Get to the lever here. There we go. Let's see the other bearer. Level 2. Oh, there we go. There's a named bearer there. Okay, so can you come here? And can you come here, please? This way. Come. Come to your death. I promise I'll bury you deep enough. Don't worry. I need to drink a potion here. At the moment I'm playing on a PvP server, so I try to be as conservative with the potions as possible. There's another recipe there. Dogs of the desert. Just the normal stuff. Get rid of this lady. There's some more shaman armor. They also drop breathing potions, which I'm finding difficult to loot in the Isles of Sipta, so I like to grab them as well. Let's see, level 1 fighter we don't need. Level 1 archer we don't need. So these can both die. So I'm just going to send my troll in to attack the archer. That'll draw them off. And get rid of these guys. I do want to do videos on all these surges, but I'm not sure if I how you guys feel, if I should be killing them or whether I should be just admin killing them just to make it go faster. So this one I'm going to kill them all just to show you guys how easy it can be if you prep correctly. And then if I see in the comments, just comment down below if you guys want me to use admin commands the next time, and then I'll do that to make it go faster. Right, so there's a named priest right there. I got enough in here, so I'm just gonna flip the switch. That should knock them out. There we go. And then let's get these guys following. Come on. I know. Yeah, punch each other. That's it. Punch each other. But move it this way, please. There we go. See, the mace really works well. I find the mace works the best because it stun racks them the longest. The other weapons just it's like on the Isles of Sipto it's a bit different. The weapons feel different. Well, to me they do. I mean, I might just be a little bit delusional or something, but the weapons feel different, and I find that the mace stun locks them the most, and it allows you to actually not get hit or get hit at as little as possible. Fight there with what are you? You are dead. No, Archer, just move away. Okay, a little bit more, there we go. Don't move closer now. There we go. A little pile of something. There we go, the king gave us another egg. I wonder what my thrall was thinking. These guys trying to hit him in full armor with fists. And there's another one, another cooking 8. Right, nothing there. Let's go see who's on the other side. Okay, so this can also happen. So there's a werewolf on that side. There's a werewolf that you fight in the Jebel Sarg dungeon. He's not tough to kill, he dies quite easily. I'm just gonna make sure I'm full health here. So I just want to see what thralls are here first. Level 3 archer. Don't shout at me, you stupid wolf. Where's Lancer over here? There isn't really much here. Flip the switch anyway, just in case. There we go, and then let's get rid of you. I say he's the boss here now. So this is the last wave. There might be one more after this if we missed a wave or we took too long with a wave. Hey, get into stun lock, buddy. Okay, you're gonna need to help me, Tron. This guy is a jumper. Doesn't want to stand still to be hit. Stand still so I can kill you. Stand still. Ah, now I'm out of stamina. You see, I was looking at you because you're jumping around and now I'm out of stamina. Come here. There we go. Now, I'm not sure because I haven't tested this. And now I don't think I have something. Let's try and harvest this guy real quickly. Come on. Oh, you do get the meat. Okay, so this guy does give you that meat. I wonder if it's got the same duration. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's got the same duration. So if you kill these guys around here, you can sometimes loot that meat, which allows you to learn the Jebel Sarg religion. And if you kill this guy, obviously, so into the boss, and then you can use that and you'll learn the Jebel Sarg religion. And it lasts quite long. It lasts an hour and a half. So that's pretty decent. All your buddies, everybody in your clan can learn the Jebel Sarg all at once. So that helps quite a bit. There goes that lady. Last one. I think it's the last one. There's one more left after this. Go. And one more. After this one, we'll just check the other side real quick. If the portal doesn't disappear, then there's some more still. Still staying behind. Oh yes, we got some more on the other side. That looks like either a named fighter or archer. There's a named fighter. There we go. Gorthok, the Great Beast of the Great Beast. Let's see, do I have any in here to knock you out, buddy? Did I press it? No, I did not. Here we go, and he's asleep. And we have a level 2 fighter as well. This way, this way, this way, come on, this way, this way. I'm not gonna let you kill my, let me kill my thralls And we're almost done. Bye. All of these guys drop the Reapers, so don't be anxious to loot Reapers. You can loot them on the last wave like this, where I'm just gonna grab a few of them just to put them in the chest where I can show you guys all the loot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to drag all these thralls to the wheels, and then I'll bring you guys back as soon as they're done, then I can show you exactly what we got. And this is the guy we're after, this Gorthok, the Great Beast. This guy's pretty good, and then we can also do, if we didn't get him, we could also do with, let's see, there isn't one here, but I'll show you guys once I'm done. I'll show you guys the fighters and what kind of levels of fighters they are compared to what you're used to on the Exiled Lands. Alright, so I'll bring you guys back just now. Okay guys, and we're back. Alright, so what I've done is I've placed the two different fighters that we got. So if you had to compare these, this one starts with 4,440 health. He comes with, well, they come with a Dragonbone weapon. This can be a 200 sword, it can be a maul like this, or it can be a spear. Stats wise, this is what you get: base 15 strength, 20 vitality, 70% to gain on strength and 60% to gain on vitality, and also 60 on accuracy. So feeding them gruel is probably the best. And then this guy he starts off with 7,400 health, same 15 strength, 20 vitality, but he's got 80% in vitality and 75 in strength, so he's going to grow quite a bit stronger. And they level up quite quickly. I've also found that these guys can easily end up to like 10,000 to 11,000 health. And then for thralls wise, this is the main thralls that we got. We got a 3 blacksmith, we got a 3 dancer, and another 3 dancer. We got a archpriest or a level 3 priest, we got a named priest, we got a level 3 tanner, we got another of those main fighters, the 7,400 fighters, health fighters, and then we got 2 named bearers. I must have missed the other one, and I also missed this one as we were knocking them out. One thing I would like to mention is, rather in the beginning, if you're starting out with this, rather knock everybody out, because it's easy to miss a thrall. I missed 2 named here. 2 of these guys I didn't even see them. So it's easy to, by accident, you know, your thrall can kill a named, and trust me, if you lose an armorer or a blacksmith like that, you are not going to be happy with yourself. Alright, so loot wise, the Kambashaman armor, it's not great. You can loot flawless from these guys, but we didn't get any on this run. We did get an Executioner's Blade, and we got a 200 Dragonbone sword. You know, the loots were not amazing from this specific surge, or this type of surge, which is the center one, but it's definitely worth looting, the recipes and all that. And then obviously we also got these Flesh of Remembrance for the Jebel Saga Legion. We got 3 Rocknose eggs and 3 spider eggs and some Shade Bloom, and I looted 3 Reapers, but you can get about 20 to 30 per surge that you do. Alright, another thing I also want to just show you guys. So if you're doing a greater surge, you must have 20 greater, which will give you 1,000 swirling chaos. If you don't have greater, you're going to need about 500 of the unstable to get you 1,000, or you're going to need 1,000 of the lesser. That doesn't fit in one chest, so it's this, a full chest plus 1 row that gives you 1,000 of the lesser essence, and you're going to need this much in order to spawn a greater surge. So you need 1,000 swirling chaos inside your altar in order to spawn a greater surge to start getting named. And now any of the surges can give you a named crafter. It can be a blacksmith, carpenter, you know, any of the crafters, smelters. So it doesn't matter which one you spawn, you will get named eventually, crafters wise, but they are far in between and spread out. So it's something you got to plan on, and you got to sort of commit to. Maybe do well, just an example of what we do is we farm for a day. We just farm the storm for a whole day, because obviously you got to craft and build in the storm to get the purple essence, and then the next day you just do the surges, and that helps you out a lot to get a lot of fighters and also get a lot of named archers, and then in between you get your crafters. So yeah, that's this tutorial done. On the next tutorial, well, the last part, which is part 3, I'm gonna level these guys up and just take the strongest one of these two, and then I'm gonna do the hard surges of the greater surges, and then I'll show you guys what that's like, because the northern one is pretty tough. Alright, that's it from me, guys. Ciao.